Greetings, all you Banff warriors. It's the results. Kill excuses. We doing it. We doing life. It's the life, inspiring, challenging, encouraging message coming from me, your host, Greg, as I've been on 12 years, 12-year journey of sobriety, man. Coming from rock bottom, right, to the top. We got this winter wonderland happening all around outside. I feel like it's probably snowed about a foot. I've seen some of the thickest snowflakes ever, man. The winter wonderland is in full effect. It's so beautiful. It's so incredible. What is it like in your neck of the woods right now? You spending any time outdoors? Anybody experiencing deeper states of dreaming, right? Deeper states of desires being unmet. I haven't been getting on with as much consistency. That's because I've been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. Putting in the work behind the scenes. What kind of work do you put in every single day? And I ain't talking about the job, right? I'm talking about what type of work do you put in to improve your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual health. What effort do you put in to become a better version of yourself? The 2.0, the 5.0, the 10.0 version of you. Is there any work? Right? Or are you just literally just burning it on both ends, hustling here and there, back and forth every single day? Always feeling stressed, always feeling overwhelmed, always feeling like there's never enough, right? You can't do this, you can't do that. You wish you could do this, you wish you had more time for that, right? And yet you find yourself what? Overwhelmed, frustrated. As I saw 222s going across the board. You find yourself exhausted mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I keep saying tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Is anybody out there sick and tired of being sick and tired? Sick and tired of all the excuses that you've been doing what? Telling yourself. Ain't nobody telling you them excuses. You're telling yourself those excuses. Comment down below, right? If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, or if you're ready, right, to start putting in that work every day. That's what it's about. That's what Results Kill Excuses is about. It's about putting in work every single day. It's not grand. Some days it's just a little bit of effort. It's just a couple wins. Did you get in the journal? Did you do some meditation? Did you eat a healthy meal? Right? Did you get tempted with a vice and overcome it? It's the small wins every single day that's that results kill excuses mindset. And ultimately, right, the more effort you put in, the more days you show up for you, chalking up wins little by little, guess what? It stacks up. I'm getting ready and coming upon 12 years of sobriety from alcohol. If you would have rewound the clock, right, to 15 years ago, 20 years ago, even 13 years ago, I would have never thought that I could have made it 12 years without any alcohol. Zero. And it's the pain that it took, man. That's why I put that fucking bullshit mugshot there, man. That's like the most embarrassing, right, picture that can exist of me. And yet I put it there front and center, right? Not to gloat, not to boast, but to keep myself, right, grounded in knowing the pain. I see the pain in that man's eyes right there. I see the pain that I used to carry around. I see the pain that I used to try and comfort with alcohol, with THC, right? With pornography, with sex, right? With isolation and depression and sitting there watching the tube for countless hours on end, right? Netflix and chill marathons like if it was nothing. 10, 12 hours of TV nonstop. Watching whole series. Think about that. When was the last time you done that? You watched a whole entire series in like 1 or 2 sittings in like a weekend. Like, think about it. Like, we can get entertained by the actors and the narratives and the storylines in certain shows. But at a deeper level, right, we're just wanting to disconnect and check out from our what? Reality. Our reality, right? And what is real and what is your reality? Because here's the thing. If you take a minute to just check in with yourself in this season, how are you truly feeling? Check up, right? Check up from the neck up. How do you truly feel? How do you feel about the Christmas gifts? How do you feel about the holidays? Whatever your spirituality or religion is. How do you feel about the change in weather, the shortening of the days, right? How do you feel about this season? How do you feel about the world? How do you feel about politics? How do you feel about sports and entertainment? How do you feel about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Because here's the thing. If you can literally sit there and acknowledge how you really feel about these things, right? And if it is a sense, if it triggers a sense of negative emotions, fear, right? Frustration, anger, disappointment, right? If negative emotions come up when you think about the things going on in the world around you, right? Well, the truth is that that's a reflection of what's going on inside of you. I'm going to say that one more time. If you get triggered by the things going on around you, whether it's in any area of life, politics, your community, your teams, entertainment, even just the weather, right? The season, the job, the boss, the kids. If any of these things trigger negative emotion in you, you got to be really connected with your emotions. Are you willing to accept? Are you willing to hear me say this? Right? That's a reflection. It's a mirror image of what's going on inside of you. How you feel about the world around you at large is how you feel about yourself on the inside. Prove me wrong. It's been my 12-year journey. It's been the thing that I have healed. I mean, that's the mastery. That's the place where I'm at right now, where I can get on here. And even then, I've shifted up, man. I don't got to drop them F-bombs. I'm not as frustrated and angry, right? I could say that I was fired up, man, a few years ago, getting on here. It's all on me if you've been watching that long. And I didn't want to hear about it. All of you goody goods and, soft ears, milk and cookies type people that can't handle the vulgarity, some F-bombs. And I'm going to still drop whatever I drop, when I drop it. But I can tell you conscientiously, I'm a lot more in tuned. I'm a lot more aware and sensitive, right? And that sensitivity comes in the fact that I give a shit. I really, really care about making a difference in this world, making a positive impact, because I see you guys melting down. And it's crazy. If you're reaching this message right now, that's been one of the toughest things is, if this message resonates with you, share it. Share this message. You never know who you might reach. And you can reach someone that I can't reach. But with this collaboration and this connection, sharing this message could reach somebody and it could change their life. Because here's the thing, is I've changed my life. And I'm trying to encourage you, inspire you, and challenge you to change your life. Because ain't nobody going to change your life but you. And if you're willing to just settle for the rest of whatever your life is, then fine. Carry on, right? Hop in, hop out. We see you later. But if you're really ready, sick and tired of being sick and tired, then now's the time. And I'm here to inspire you to start putting in the work, to start visualizing the best, highest potential of who you can be. Them dreams, those visions inside of your mind and in your heart and in your soul about the next level of yourself, or this alternate universe version of who you could be, driving around in a Lambo or living in a mansion or flying on a private jet or living in a new place, a dream destination, right? Traveling the world, right? Whatever it is, everybody has different dreams. Everybody has a different desire, because every single person on this planet is very unique and is gifted a gift. And someone like me, a lot of times my gift is just my speaking, my voice, my presence. But to just to talk, what's that about? The real flex is to say, holy shit, 12 years of sobriety, over a year of abstaining from THC use. And I know a lot of y'all doing that right now. Right? I don't watch TV. I don't cheer on other motherfuckers. Right? I still check out ESPN. I'll look at scoreboards, but that's it. That's all I need. Maybe a highlight, 2-minute highlight. Beyond that, I've been investing in me. Right? I'm out there hiking up mountains in the winter. I'm out there jumping in the hot springs in the cold plunge. Right? Still struggling and pushing my ass into the gym. Still making sure that I'm eating the best nutrition, because what I consume today is how I feel tomorrow. And all these things matter, and yet I still wake up and sleep. I listen to sleep affirmations all night. I'm sitting here, and this is the beauty, is in this 12-year journey of mine. I had my therapy. I'm still doing therapy, right? I did therapy yesterday. And the gift I have is definitely to speak. But greater than just speaking, it's to tell my story. I've been gifted a story, and it's very painful. I used to tell people I have a very sad story. But what I now embrace is that it's a hero's story. It's Rocky, right? It's the guy that gets knocked down 7 times and gets back up 8 times. And I still can get knocked down from time to time. But the greatest gift that I've given myself is this mastery, you guys. It's mastery over my emotional state of being. I was talking to a friend when I was hiking down a local mountain over here, cutting into some new territory, still doing new things. And this was an old high school buddy, and he's not in the best health. He's not in the best shape. And he knows a lot about my story, a lot about my trials and tribulations, a lot about my shortcomings. This guy definitely has seen his fair share. And yet I can tell that he sees and he hears the shift energetically. He hears a shift in how I show up and how I'm not just so consumed by me, but I'm truly consumed with him and his progress and his potential in life. So much to the point where I know that he struggles with some anger issues, right? That's what we like to call it, right? Anger issues. I know I used to have anger issues. And I was telling somebody the other day that we don't have anger issues. You don't have anger issues, right? And y'all probably wondering, what am I talking about? No, I've been told I got anger issues. I get angry a lot, right? Here's the thing. You're just using anger as your form of communication to guard the pain that you're feeling. You're actually really feeling scared, right? When you lash out, when you explode, when you behave in a way that's angry, right? It's because you feel threatened. And most of the time, this is not a life or death threat. This is like emotional triggers being triggered from being a child, feeling unsafe, right? That we are literally scared. And because we're scared, we overcompensate by being angry because we don't have emotional regulation. And so we don't have anger issues. We have emotional regulation issues where we don't know how to regulate our emotions. And so he was telling me the other day, he was asking me, hey, well, how do you control your emotions? And I said, well, that's the secret. Is it's not about controlling your emotions. See, most of us, we think I need to control myself more. It's not about control, right? You can't control your emotions. Think about it. You've tried to control your emotions, right? I know you've tried and it hasn't worked. And if it hasn't worked and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm here with something really special. It's coming. It's cooking. I'm cooking something really special that's going to help people that are trying to figure out what it means to even control emotions. It's not about controlling your emotions, right? Because control is still a negative. It's like if you have anger issues, you're trying to stay calm all the time. You can't do that. So what you do versus trying to control the anger, right, is you heal. You heal the deeper rooted emotion, which is usually some state of being afraid. Most people that act out of anger, it's the little inner child inside of them that's scared, that's afraid, right? You're afraid of being abandoned. You're afraid of not being accepted. You're afraid of not being worthy. You're afraid of not being good enough. So someone insults you or someone rejects you and you act angry because you don't know what else to do. So you've used anger as a defense mechanism. And so it's not about controlling the anger. It's about healing the undercurrent story of your childhood from when you actually first felt unsafe, unworthy, unloved, right? When you first felt betrayed, when you first felt like you were a burden, when you first felt you weren't good enough, right? All of those emotions, right? That whole narrative, that storyline of the child self, healing that childhood trauma is really what takes place. And that's what I finally have done so that I have unity within my conscientiousness. My state of being has unity. So I don't have to control the anger. I just have a way bigger, right, vocabulary, emotionally speaking, so that when someone says something that in the past would have triggered an angry response or a confrontational response, I can now hold space. And I don't mean that I'm just a pushover, people walking on me all over me, but I can just hold space and realize that, okay, what's this person's issue versus what's my issue? And thus I don't need validation, right? And thus I feel like I am fully whole and complete and worthy within myself because I've put in that deeper work. And thus my reality is a mirror, right? That don't mean everything's going perfect, but even in the chaos, even in the storms, there is peace, there is happiness, there's joy, there's abundance, there's opportunity, there's growth, there's healing. It's no more victimization of self. And we live in this world where everybody, man, is trying to stack as many victim points as possible. And the time is now that we need to start empowering ourselves, that we need to start truly embracing the power and the potential to reinvent who we are, redefine who we are, and not just do it with words, but do it with actions, and then ultimately have results that show energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, that you're a whole new person. You might look the same, you might have aged a little bit, but you are truly being your best self. And that is the journey I want to take people on. And I'm doing it with you've heard it here first, the Results Kill Excuses Transformational F Journal, right? What's the F Journal? Right? I'll let you think about the F because I love getting all these answers, but go ahead and comment below if you want to take a guess at what F Journal stands for. Well, here's a sneak peek of it, right? Here is a sneak peek of page 1 of the F Journal. Here's page 2, right? This is going to be an incredible process. I'm done with, it's a 12-week program, right? I'm telling you right now that I have literally envisioned and am now putting in the work, which is a lot. I was up this morning at 2:50, right? Having some crazy dreams go off and then thunder snow and saying I couldn't go back to sleep. So I got up and I started working on the F Journal. I'm working on week 3, finishing up week 2. And I still have a ways to go to complete this, but trust me, mark my words, this F Journal is going to deliver results for people. And the way it's going to work is you pick a focus area that you want to see growth and improvement in. Anything. You could already be successful and just say, hey, I want to really zero in on, increasing my profit margin, right? You could already be a successful person. It's about profit margins. Or you could be just an elite athlete saying, hey, I need to increase my performance output just a little more, right? Or you're on the whole other side of the spectrum where you find yourself sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you could kind of point any direction and say, hey, look, I want to get a little healthier this year. Well, what does that mean? We're going to define what does healthier mean to you? But we're going to make that your focus area, healthier, and we're going to start peeling back the layers of what is true health, right? Because a lot of all this starts with our thoughts, healthy thoughts. And most of us got negative, right? Impactful, harmful, destructive, right? Chaotic, limiting thoughts that have truly controlled us, right? Your thoughts truly are your reality. So again, when you think about the world, right, the things that pop out from a negative perspective, right, it's a reflection on what's going on inside. And so if you see a lot of chaos and turmoil in this world, you don't feel safe, you feel like there's a lot of destabilization and uncertainty, well, guess what? That just tells me that there's some stability that needs to happen inside of you, right? And I'm here to help with this 12-week transformational F journal. The results kill excuses. It's going to be an app. You're going to be able to log in there. You can either pay by the week, by the month, or you could pay for the whole 12 weeks. But here's the thing. You got to lock in. Because if you're someone that has listened to my message and you're just not sure, right? You're just not sure, you can give yourself a trial 1 week. But here's the thing. If you sign up for 1 week, that means you need to show up 7 days. And the app is going to track your progress, and it's going to hold you accountable, and it's going to give you, right, habit trackers to ensure that you're actually engaging in this material. And guess what? Even though you pay for something, if you don't use it, you lose it. Oh, shit. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's how serious this is, right? I can tell you that in recent times, I had someone that I was helping on their health journey as a coach. And I could tell this person was just, they were off program. They were failing. They were making excuses. They were, self-sabotaging. And I just truly believe if someone is going to self-sabotage themselves, right, misery loves company. So they're going to start sabotaging other people that are being successful. And so I literally told this person, look, you need to quit. And they freaked out. What? Well, you're a terrible coach. You're terrible. I can't believe you're a coach. This is not how it's supposed to be, and this and that. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm this serious about what it takes to be successful. And I'm only looking to attract like-minded people, right? The best customers, the best clients, the most successful clients of mine from now into the future will be people that are just like me. And when I say that, is like I have defined who I am. I know that 12 years ago when I finally hit rock bottom, there was nothing, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Nothing was gonna stop me to getting to where I was at, but it took me 12 years. And I was a lot of trial and error. And you on your journey, you're gonna still have trial and error because everyone's a little bit different. You're going to have different temptations. You're going to have a different mindset to be able to push through and deal with adversity, deal with stress, deal with temptations, different. In some areas, you'll be stronger than I was, and in some areas, not so much. But at least the type of people are the ones that are ready to kick down the door, that are ready to just say, here, man, take my money. I'm ready. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm doing whatever it takes. I'm already signing up. I'm already doing these things. Comment below if you're ready. If now is your time. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're ready. Type down in the comments below. Let's go. Let's go. It happens here and now. Right? So it starts with you, right? Start listening to some positive affirmations. If you haven't incorporated those into your day, trust me. I may not get to the gym every day. I may not go on a strenuous hike every single day, right? But I definitely listen to them affirmations every single day because the power of our mind is so relentless. No matter how long I've been trying to reprogram, and that's what it takes, reprogramming my old beliefs, my subconscious beliefs, right? The old shit still wants to come up. Even in doing this transformational F journal, right? Full transparency. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a motherfucker that's fucked up more than most, hit rock bottom and said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm ready to put in the work. I know that there's better for me out there. And it didn't just happen overnight. It wasn't instantaneous. It has been a hell of a journey over 12 years to get to this place. And I'm still not done. I'm still putting in that work. I'm never going to be done. I'm always going to be putting in the work, because here's the thing is it's so easy to slip right back down from where you came from, right? Resting on your laurels, resting on the fact that you've accomplished some things, right? The minute you start getting complacent, the minute things start going down. It would be like me right now. If I was to give in and have one drink, one alcoholic drink, right? I would fucking be right back in the ditch. I would not be able to stop there. And most people get surprised by that. They're like, really, man, you can't just one? No, not one. Not even one. And that's not to say that you can't do just one. But most people, it's always one too many, right? The statistics are showing post-COVID, right? A lot of people ramped up drinking, just being isolated and depressed, letting themselves go. You still got the COVID-20 on, right? Added all that weight and still haven't figured out a way to let it off, because you're regaining your sense of freedom and life and all that shit. When at the end of the day, it's your mind is the most freest place to liberate yourself. It's not having access to spaces or being told to wear a mask or not. It's your mind. Are you free internally in your head? But binge drinking, right, is if at least once a month you consume at least 6 drinks. Could be 6 glasses of wine, 6 beers, 2 beers, 2 wines, 2 shots. That's 6, right? That's considered a binge drinker. And that has increased like 30% since COVID from adult population, which is not a good trend, right? And if you find yourself struggling with your relationship with some of these vices like drugs and alcohol, I'm here to help. This transformational F journal, right, is here to support you. But I can tell you what I'm putting out is going to be a digitally guided 12-week program. It's DIY. That means you sign up. I'm going to have videos for every single day for 12 weeks, prompting you, encouraging you, and guiding you, right, as you put in the work. But for some people, that may not be enough. You may need more support, more guidance, more fucking encouragement. Well, guess what? That's the next level. We still do the 12-week program, right? But we start doing it with live groups and a few one-on-one meetings with me to hold you accountable and encourage you and coach you. But that's next level, right? This F journal is going to be relatively affordable, right? But the next tier, right, 12 weeks with me doing it with you, it's gonna cost you a few bucks. And it's gonna be worth it. Because again, I'm turning in 12 years of my blood, sweat, tears, pain, sorrow, dark nights of the soul that have now bloomed and blossomed into what? Healing, manifesting incredible scenarios in my life, from love to success to being a 5-star Airbnb host, super host, guest favorite, right? All around total freaking package, showing up for me every single day, right? And so I know what I'm worth. I know what I've put in, and it's invaluable. To change a life is to change the world. And you got to be willing and ready to change your life. So remember, what you see and what triggers you is who you are. That is one of the hardest things. I have literally sat there with people. They're so triggered by this politician and that politician, or this social issue and that social issue, or this and that. And it's like, if it's still triggering you, right, that means it's in you. That means whatever you are seeing that is frustrating you is inside of you. You're not just appalled by being appalled by observing someone else's misdeeds and having such a virtuous standing in this life. when you are triggered in an emotional way, negative, it's because there is something deep, deep down inside of you that you have probably totally buried and forgotten about into the abyss of your soul that you need to release, that you need to shine some light on, to connect with, to heal. And I invite you on that journey. I'm putting in the work. I'm waking up at all kinds of crazy hours, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, getting on here, right? Building out this 12-week, 90-day boot camp, transformational F journal that is going to deliver you results. You pick the focus group, the focus area of your life that you want to grow. And you have to stay focused on that. And if you do, right, success will find you. Success, you will start to, you will feel results after what? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So if you even want to just one week at a time, just one little week at a time, but you got to carve out time and you got to make it a priority. But that's why the only people that this is going to work for are people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, or are just chomping at the bit, ready for something real that's going to deliver them results. And so I'm grateful for all of you. I hope that you will take a minute to like and share this message. Take time to share part of your story. Share your enthusiasm for what I am putting in work for, man. The F journal, this thing's real. It's real. It's going to be fun. I was showing it to my therapist yesterday. She's like, that looks fun. That looks fun, right? There's an egg for you. There's an Easter egg for you right there. I'm going to keep getting back on here to my dying day, man, because I know that this message matters. And if it matters to you, if it resonates with you, share it, like it, right? Repost it, trying to minimize the vulgarity so that it can be more widely spread, right? I'm trying to sing a song that the whole world can hear. And this song is about what? Inspiring you, encouraging you, and challenging you to realize your best life. And it starts here and it starts now, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me. Greg's out.